Guys, I'm Kristen and today is Flippin' Friday. So for today's video, we are going to be redoing some of this glassware I found at yard sales. Yard sales are upon me in where I live, and you can't get glassware for a cheaper price than at yard sales. I picked all this up for 25 cents a piece. The larger items were 75 cents a piece. And on the brand new tags, it said $12. So I think that is such a steal. So the first thing I do is wash them. I never show this part of the video because I just kind of do it on a different time. But I do always wash things. So I'm gonna be using these. They kind of look like milk glassware pieces or glassware, and of course, since I love farmhouse, the first piece that I have to redo is going to be a farmhouse type theme. But I mean, if you can find the bottles like this for 25 cents, seriously, like I can't get over how cheap things are at yard sales compared to thrift stores. So I did paint this white. This is the Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. It did take a couple coats. And now I am going to be using this silkscreen transfer. I've used this one a few times, as you can see. This is from Amazon. And if I can find this, I will link it below. It seems like Amazon doesn't always keep the exact same transfers, or they put them in groups or sets. But if I can find it, I will link it down below. But even if you just type in farmhouse silkscreen transfers or silkscreen stencils on Amazon, you are bound to find some really great ones. I'm using the color Velvet for the chalk paste. That is by Chalk Couture, and I will link my Chalk Couture link in the description box below for you guys. But this is what it looks like when it is done. I decided to go ahead and add one of these bows. This is also from Amazon, and I just hot glued it to the top and added a little bit of greenery, and this is what it looks like when it is done. And I think this one is so cute. And if you want to do some quick projects within a day or so to make some new home decor for your home, I would say these are definitely it. Since I bought two, of course I had to make over this one as well. I'm using the color Savannah Mist. This is by Dixie Belle. It is, I think, one of my favorite colors right now. I have been using this so often on so many projects. So once this was done and painted, I really wanted to use a rub-on transfer. I love rub-on transfers, and you can put them on pretty much anything and everything. With glass, it can get tricky because if you put your rub-on transfer in the wrong spot, it's kind of hard to get up, and sometimes some of that rub-on transfer does tend to stick. But once this was done painted, took 2 coats, no big deal. I just use a hairdryer to dry things to make it all go a little bit faster. I picked up these rub-on transfers. These are the Redesign by Prima. I picked these up off of Amazon, but I actually think that there is a website. I've never personally been to it, but I think there is one where you can get all kinds of rub-on transfers. But I think that these are the best ones. They're always high quality. They always look great. I love the farmhouse ones. And I also think the floral ones are really pretty as well. I just decided to go with this one. It has little pink flowers on it. I'm not a flower professional, so I don't know exactly what ones they are, but I thought they looked super pretty with this blue paint color. I did want to cover the top up just a little bit, so I just grabbed some twine. This is from Dollar Tree, but you can pick up twine at any craft store. Walmart, it's a pretty good deal, and you get a really big roll of twine there. And I'm just wrapping it a ton of times until I cover the entire top. project, Go To Craft sent me their complete tool set for your Cricut, and I was really excited about a lot of these items because I personally don't have everything I need for a Cricut. I usually just go for the basics and whatever I need, but I was really excited to try a lot of these items, and you can get them for a little bit cheaper than actual Cricut's website. So if you guys want to check it out, I will link it down below for you guys. So if you're just starting out with Cricut, you want all the accessories, but you don't want to pay that big price, these work just as good as Cricut. Plus you get a lot of like really fun accessories. I was really excited to try the weeding tool, this little roller to smooth out your vinyl. Still learning. Also this like bright pad, so you were able to actually see what you're weeding out, which is going to work perfect for future projects. So that's everything that you get. There's a ton of fun items here and I can't wait to use them all. I wanted to make my own vinyl decal. I normally don't do this, but I went to the images on Cricut's Design Space and I wanted to find some palm trees. So we are going on a vacation this year, and of course everyone wants to save for vacation, or actually you just kind of have to save for a vacation unless you're super rich, which we are not super rich, so we do actually have to save. So I thought having this vacation fund would be super cool. We can just kind of throw some money in there here and there, and coins always do add up. So if you guys have like a bunch of random coins around like we do, I think it'd be perfect to throw your change in here. And along with like dollars, we don't usually carry a ton of cash, but I think it'd be fun just to add it to this. So vacation fund, this is the ITC Bookman font. And then I just curved it, fit it to size of my project, and then we are going to cut it out. I did attach it and ready to go. So, I mean, really making your own decals isn't super hard. I just prefer things that are already made. So here I wanted to try out this roller. I'm not sure the specific details on what these are exactly called, but I will link everything in the description box for you. But this kind of just puts your vinyl on like straight and takes out the bubbles, which I think my vinyl was just not having it. I've been having the biggest issues with this vinyl. It's kind of older and I've had it for a long time, but it bubbles up no matter what I do or what I try. So this probably wasn't like the best tutorial on this, but I'm going to use these scissors that were in my little accessory toolkit, and those are actually kind of cool. They come in handy. You don't have to use like the big ones that I normally do. And of course, the little, I like to call it a scraper, but like I said, I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it regardless. So these, you've seen me wash these. They're these big like decor vases possibly. My daughter actually came up with this idea and she was like, you should do like a vacation fund. We can throw some money in there. And I'm like, that is a perfect idea. And I wanted pink palm trees. I didn't want to use black. I wanted something fun. Just added that vinyl decal on and we have a vacation fund. Add a couple bucks in there and we have a good start. Decided to go ahead and cut out a farmhouse vinyl decal using my Cricut, and this is just one that was pre-made already on the Cricut Design Space, and I think I've used this one years ago and it is still on there, but I wanted to use some more of these tools from that box just to see how well this little cutting decal, vinyl decal cutting, what is this called? Let me know in the comments, what is this called? I am not going to look it up. I just am not in the mood to look it up. But anyways, it works great. It is pretty sharp along with all these tools. The tools are very sharp, but I mean, that's a good thing because they eventually start to dull down once you use them. And this little weeding tool that I can put all of my extra vinyl in, I think that is so cool. I don't know why I have not had one of those before. And once everything was cut out, I decided to just use the same old transfer tape. And you know what? I use mine multiple times. Stuff gets expensive, so you want to use things as much as possible and as many times as you can. And I think it works best if you just flip over your decal and just pull the sheet back, and it just seems to work a lot better. So here is my other box, and yes, I had to zoom out a little bit so you could see the full effect of it, but you want to make sure that you get this on perfect the first time, because if I was to take this off now, half of my decal would already be on there. And then I'm just scraping it on there. I'm going to pull off the transfer tape, and you have a cute little vase. You could add some fairy lights to this. I think that would be super cute. I cannot find mine to save my life, but I probably wouldn't turn them on anyways, but it would be super cute to add in maybe some more greenery or flowers, but you can change this out for year round. Was one of the smaller vases that I picked up, but like I said, 25 cents, you cannot, it's such a steal. You can't get anything better unless it's 10 cents, then okay, that might be better. Or the good old free boxes at the yard sale are also some of my favorites. I'm using that black chalk paint from Dollar General, of course, and I'm just painting this entire thing. It did take about 2 coats, and then I wanted to use that stone spray paint. I just love using this stuff. I picked it up last year, and it is kind of pricey, but a little bit goes a long way. This is the stone textured finish. And then I am just spraying this on, so you could use a little, you could use a lot. I decided to go ahead and just make sure the entire thing was covered. And I obviously picked a great day to spray paint, because this dried just within a couple hours and it was good to go. And this is what it looks like. This is a good close-up of what that textured stone spray paint kind of looks like, and I think it is awesome. This next one, this sheep, I actually got for free, and I know I didn't pay for everything at the yard sale. These ladies were just giving a ton of things away. This true navy color I thought was really pretty, and this was just something I had in my craft stash, and I just started spray painting the sheep. I started going light, and then it just wasn't covering, so I just went all in. I ended up doing 2 coats on this little guy, and I think this would be great. You could add some rings into this, your jewelry. I decided to go ahead and add some candy, and I think this turned out adorable. For this one, this was also 25 cents, but I just really liked the looks of this as is. So I actually did nothing with this except wash it and clean it up. I love the little top, and I just added a ton of candy. These are my favorite candies, so of course we have to add them to everything. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you continue sticking around and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!